What's up, viewers? Welcome back to everybody's favorite part of the week, and that is today's Q&A. This is Q&A number 4. I got my shades, I got my Let's Get Twisted t-shirt. It is currently about 3:30 a.m. I am exhausted, but I did promise you guys that I would do my Q&A today, and it's been long overdue, so let's get right into these questions. Once again, as always, I will be starting from oldest first, and just going down the list of all of these comments here, and trying to answer as many of them as possible, at least the ones that make sense. So let's get right into it. Nellyville6502 asks, what is your favorite restaurant, fast food, and home-cooked meal? My favorite restaurant is Denny's because I always go there with my high school friends every single time we have like a little reunion when we're back home during our college breaks. Back when I was in high school, Denny's was kind of the place to go after a party or a dance. It was kind of a place to wind down, cool off. So I have great memories from Denny's in my hometown, so that's my favorite restaurant. For fast food, I would say my favorite fast food is probably pizza, if you can consider that fast food, like the crappy like Domino's pizza. Big fan of that. And for home cooked meal, I am a big fan of lasagna, like especially homemade lasagna. Oh, so good. Nellyville6502 also asks, do you have an internship after school or a job? Yes, I do indeed have a job. I had my internship with this company last summer, and I'm going back there for a full-time role starting in the fall. I'm gonna have all summer off, so I'm gonna go travel and do a bunch of other stuff, but I will be working full-time once I leave school this spring. Emiliano Valencia Donahue asks, what is your favorite thing to do in your free time? So currently, as you guys probably already know, I am a big fan of watching YouTube in my free time, but that's only if I'm alone. If my roommates are free, then also, as you guys know, I spend hours and hours and hours just talking to my roommates about random stuff. The fantastic thing about going to this school is that the people here are all really cool and really smart and have a bunch of different perspectives, and there's a lot of stuff going on in our lives, especially as we're wrapping up school, so there's always tons of stuff to talk about, and I will often find myself spending like hours in the common room just laying on the couch discussing random stuff, so that's my favorite thing to do in my free time when I'm not alone. Christopher Arzillo asks, what do you do in the Rubik's Cube Club? Well, to be fair, I've only been to the club meeting twice, once just to hang out and once to film the video that I told you guys about last week, but generally we just sit there and solve cubes, discuss different strategies, teach each other different methods. I usually go there to try and pick up some tips for my cubing videos because, you know, because the focus of that channel is to teach people how to solve cubes, it makes sense to learn from really smart people who already know how to solve the cube in like under 20 seconds, what some of the good strategies are intuitively, so that I can pass that knowledge on to you guys when I film my actual videos. But that's generally what we do in Cube Club. We just hang out and solve Rubik's Cubes. It's all really, really fun. Vampire Cuber asks, is college hard? Yes. Setsfall asks, my brother is going to college soon for engineering. Any advice I can give him? Oh my goodness, I can make a whole separate video on this. I should do a real talk on college right after I graduate. I actually will add that to my notes right after this. But general advice. Well, two main things, really. The first thing is really get to know your roommates and the people around you, because these people are going to stick with you for the remainder of your 4 years, and honestly, if you don't have a good support group and people who you can talk to and who will understand you, you're going to get kind of screwed in college. So definitely find like a solid group of people early on and like have them as your very close contacts. You're going to college for engineering, so I honestly think from my personal experience, you should focus on your grades and focus on getting the basics down in the first kind of year and a half, because afterwards what's going to happen is two things. First of all, you're going to get into very complicated engineering topics where not only will your grades begin to go south, but also your understanding of the concepts will begin to decline if you don't have the fundamentals. The fundamentals are extremely important, so make sure you nail those down, in your first and second year. And then when you become like me and you're in your last semester of senior year and you honestly don't give a crap about anything, you can afford to have really bad grades because your overall GPA is already pretty solid from earlier years. So that's definitely something to focus on when you first enter college, is find people and get good grades and get the basics down. Statuefro asks, do you like Drake? I do not like him as an artist overall. I'm not like a massive passionate fan about Drake, but some of his songs are really catchy and really fun. The Motto used to be and still is really one of my favorite like jam songs as I sit here writing code. So yes, I do like some of the work by Drake, but I don't like him individually, like specifically as an exclusive artist. Golden Flux 96 asks, how fast can you solve the Rubik's Cube? And NG Bowie points out that I have already answered this question. It was just about 34 seconds was my fastest time time ever. Right now, if I was to sit down and do it, probably it would take me about 55 seconds. Setsval asks, what is your favorite class at the moment? I would say my favorite class is probably my architecture class, which isn't really saying much because all of my classes really, really suck. If you guys want to go back and watch my vlog, that's, I think, like Mad. It's literally just called Mad. It's me complaining and whining about every single class I'm taking this semester because they all suck. But since architecture sucks the least, and it's kind of interesting in a way, we get to study like buildings and different architectural things, and I actually feel like I'm learning some stuff. Architecture is definitely my favorite class this semester. Vemshi Jarisi asks, what kind of bag do you have? I have this High Sierra backpack. It's like $30 on Amazon. I don't really know. I mean, if you want me to, I will include a link in the description to this backpack. I really don't know why you'd ask this, but yeah, it's just a black backpack from High Sierra, $30 on Amazon. Good deal. I've had it for about 2 years now. It's been really sturdy. It's a very, very solid purchase. Setsval asks, what is your favorite cereal? If you don't eat cereal, what is your favorite breakfast food? I do love cereal, and my favorite is Honey Bunches of Oats. I could eat that all day, every day, especially sprinkle some peanut butter and chocolate into that. Oh, so good. But when I have time to actually cook this kind of stuff, definitely a big fan of omelets and just sunny side up eggs in general. I think I've talked about this before. Eggs will go well with almost anything. And then, you know, who doesn't like a little bit of bacon and sausage? However, more frequently than not, I will eat cereal or hot cereal and or oatmeal, which are all really, really good. All right, that's it. Pretty simple, pretty short Q&A today. You guys, I guess, didn't ask nearly as many questions as I thought. I'm also fairly certain that there are a bunch of questions on like Twitter and my email and all that stuff that I didn't really get to. I'll probably try and get to them for next week or maybe sometime after. I don't know, man. Currently, the easiest thing for me to do is to go back to these Q&A videos and read through the comments just one by one. So if you would like to get your answer questioned, if you'd like to get your answer questioned, make sure you leave it in the comments below on this video. Otherwise, I will probably miss it. So that'll be highly unfortunate. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Now, before I leave, I have one final request to fulfill. Nellyville6502 asks me to say the word bubbles and sound mad. So that is how I'm going to exit this vlog. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And bubbles pissing me off.